Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 58 of Dragon Quest VIII Blind. Last time, we obtained that mirror from Argonia that we've been looking for, only to discover that it's been drained of its magic. So we went out to the forest, talked to a wizard, and saw Medea's true form for a brief period after she drank from a magical spring, only for her to return to normal. So, well, now she's back to being a horse. So anyways, let's talk to Trode.
Oh, my precious princess. What a cruel disappointment. Still, we must carry on. Let us redouble our efforts to bring Dulmagus to account for his sins.
Medea gazes sadly at the spring. Let Medea drink from this mystical spring? Sure, why not?
I'm terribly sorry to behave so selfishly, but I have a favor to ask. I'm only human for the briefest of moments after drinking from the spring, but it would make me very happy if you could bring me back here every now and then. I'd like to be able to talk to you again, just like we used to. Back at the castle, we can forget all about the curse, even if it's only for the few minutes we share together. I can feel the enchantment wearing off.
Consider it as a request from me as well. She asks for so little of us. It really is the least we can do. Actually, no. Think of it as an order.
How often do we have to do this?
Understood?
Yes, yes.
Very well. Now that that's decided, we can move on. Wait a moment. This won't do. You're forgetting something important.
Yes, the mirror.
He must be the man we heard about in Argonia. The old wizard who lives in the forest to the west. If I'm not mistaken, he knows something about the magic mirror. We'd better visit his home and ask him about it.
Out of curiosity, if we have to come back here, do we at least have a warp point? But then again, as the game goes on, we'll have more and more. We won't be sorry. We'll be able to resist enemies. We won't be as encumbered by them. Flame Slash, Genghis, Helm Splitter, Angelo. And let's try a Thwack. Jessica. Use a Frizzle on the Scorpion. Never really seen an enemy defend. I've only seen it once with those shield enemies. Okay, Flame Slash on you, Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo, attack, Jessica, we'll use we'll use a crack. I think this thing would be weak to ice. Okay, nice. Okay, I'm starting to feel a lot better now since we've gotten away from the freaking Prince of Madness. Oh, I swear, that kid, you know, he kind of reminds me a little bit of that one Cigarettes kid from Boondocks. The one that therapist thought was the Antichrist. Okay, how far are we from the house, out of curiosity? Okay, it's right here. We don't have to summon in a... We don't have to summon a Sabertooth just to go 3 steps. Is he in here?
Ah, if it isn't the people I met at the spring. Well, well. Well. Let me see. Can I help you with something? What? But the magic mirror is a royal heirloom. And you say King Clavius gave it to you? Oh, well, well. Let me examine it then. Yes, this is it. The sun mirror. A quite unmistakable feel it has. I'll never forget the first time I touched it in Argonia. But, yes, it's curious. It's lost all of its magic. Oh dear, I'm not being very clear, am I? You see, this mirror that you call the magic mirror is really called the sun mirror.
So, do we have to let it charge on the sun?
But now that all its magic has been lost, you can't very well call it a magic mirror anymore.
There was a bloke in a castle who said the same thing. That's why we're here to see you. Thought you could give us some assistation.
A way to get magic back into the mirror. I remember hearing long ago about a spell of blinding light that was cast on the sun mirror. That's what gave it such tremendous brilliance. If the mirror has lost that magic now, perhaps casting the same spell could restore its magical properties. The problem is, I can't remember what the spell was. A spell that casts a blinding light. What a conundrum. Of course! The Sea Dragon spell. Just north of this land, you will find a stone arch bridging the straits. A sailor once told me of a giant sea dragon in the waters there. He said it cast a spell on him that left him blinded for a few moments. I suppose it's possible a bright light such as that could restore the magic to the mirror. You never know, it might just work. Try using the mirror to reflect the sea dragon's spell. Aha! Good luck.
Just know this land you will find a stone arch, okay? Okay, well, looks like we're facing another boss, but then again, this would probably be a cutscene. Yeah, I remember seeing basically the stones. Yeah, I remember seeing stones at the very least when we were on our way from Neos. Okay, let's try warping back. Okay, you know what? Why don't we take advantage of that free healing? Actually, wait. How much money? Okay, let's go back to Argonia. And hopefully the bazaar's still in town. We go there. We buy those those glasses, we combine them with the hats, and basically, and then we'll head back to the Argonian hunting grounds, and then basically, oh, so now we can warp to the Mystical Spring. Then from there we can head out, and we can basically warp back up to Bakum, wait, why? We could just spend 16 coins there. We'll just go to Bakum. Or maybe we'll have to just stay here. So that way we're not warping back and forth non-stop. So I highly doubt the bazaars are going to be open at this time. Yeah, because Jessica having a little bit extra oomph would be really nice.
Is that you? Is it really you? What do you think it means, us meeting like this?
If I had a nickel for every time I played an RPG that had a dream sequence involving a princess in a black void, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's kind of weird that happened twice.
It was late and I was thinking about wanting to talk to you. But I must have fallen asleep. Are we dreaming? We must be. Do you think this is another effect of the spring water? I really wanted to talk to you about Prince Charmels. Do you think people can change after they get married? I know. I could also be quite self-centered when I was younger. Perhaps Prince Charmels will grow out of it too.
That kid is not just self-centered, he's a tyrant. Okay. Okay, let's find that one area. I think this is it. Okay, scholarly specs. Yeah, we'll get Yang as a peel-off tattoo. Okay, let's just make sure. Okay, matchable hats. Stylish helm, blizzard amulet, clever chap cap. A hat plus scholar specs. Okay. Oh, darn it! Went out of it. I need to take a break soon. Okay, bag. Hopefully we're using we have the right combination going on. Okay. Okay, let's see. Baccarat, let's go. Okay, let's get a move on. Can we not get to the ship without a random encounter? I mean, sure, it's not as bad as an Okage at times, but darn it. Sometimes it can just really hit you. Okay, we got one of them. Okay, Flame Slash, Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo attack, Jessica attack. Okay. Okay, nice. Oh, being able to hit more critical hits, I always welcome that. Yeah, they really weren't all that specific with where the rocks are. Now that we've parted company with Prince Charmless, perhaps I dare venture to ask the father of the bride what he thinks about his future son-in-law. Humph! It's not your business, and well you should know it! There's no need to ask King Trode what he thinks. The scowl on his face speaks volumes. I don't know. I can't read him myself. Grandad always looks sour. You never know what he's thinking. Stop pooh-poohing me and get to move on. Have you forgotten we're in the middle of a very important voyage? Wait, remember that skull at the castle? You must have been talking about that old man. You know, the one from the mysterious spring? It certainly hasn't been easy, but at least we have the magic mirror now, as promised. We've had to go to such lengths, everything's spinning in my head, just like a kaleidoscope. Right, Dulingus, you're about to get what's coming to you. Since we had a bit of a break from chasing him, I weren't feeling so much anger towards him. So I just needed to charge myself up a bit, you know, get that old blood pumping again. Okay. Aha, there's the rocks. Okay. Do you think that such a big creature would be more at sea? Okay, Dragon Slash, Flame Slash, Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo, let's try out a Thwack, and Jessica, we'll try out a Frizzle. Or rather, we'll try Crack. Oh, doing much at the very least. Oh, we got one of them, so that's good. Okay, Flame Slash. Splitter. Angelo attack. Jessica. Another Crackle. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think it would be close to the continent. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. It just, when I don't know where I'm going, the last thing I want to do is just fight enemies. It's one thing when you're fighting enemies while you're going from point A to point B. That's one thing, and I understand that, and I can appreciate that. However, wait. What was that area right there? Huh, you know what? We need to travel there. We need to explore there at some point. Not now, but later on. Okay, yeah, we can take out the boarfish. Okay, Jessica will also use a Crackle. Okay. Huh. Now I think about it, maybe this is the way they want us to go. Okay. Oh, right, gotta heal off the poison. How many antidotal herbs do we have? Might as well conserve a little magic, you know? I didn't know there was a bridge town. Splitter, Angelo, / Jessica. Let's use a Frizzle. Wait, is this what we need to do? Okay. Okay, there we go. Maybe this is what we need to do. So it looks like that one enemy that we were seeing. Okay. Okay. Angelo attack. Jessica, we can use a frizzle. Frankly, a powerful spell like that, I don't think it would be from a commonplace enemy. What happens if we use the mirror in battle as an item? Okay, Angelo attack. Jessica, use a accelerate. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, I feel accomplished. Here I thought it was gonna be some big cutscene or like. Okay, Flame Slash, Yangus, Hum Splitter, Angelo attack, Jessica, use. Okay, use Frizzle. Okay. Any comments? Now that we breathed life back into the Sun Mirror, we're ready to break through the aura at the Dark Ruins, aren't we? So come on, Thwomp, let's storm the place. So what are we gonna do if the Sun Mirror doesn't work as promised? Then we just hang around at the entrance to the Dark Ruins and wait for Magus to come out. He's got to surface at some point. What the hell didn't you think of that before, you lemon? That would have been loads easier. You haven't a brain between you. The longer we procrastinate, the more suffering the people of Trodain will be forced to endure. Whatever minor hardships you have to suffer in comparison, our mission remains the same. Defeat Magus, and as quickly as possible. Once we dispel the Dark Aura, all that remains is to defeat Magus. The end of this torturous journey is finally in sight. I'm pretty excited about the sun mirror. What do you think is gonna happen when we use it to get rid of the dark aura? It's been hard enough to get the older thing. I'll be well disappointed if it doesn't go through like Munchie through a block of cheese. Okay, but before that, let's warp over to... You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna warp over to Port Prospect. And we're going to basically just look over our skills, see just how close we are to an upgrade, and then basically see who we'll give that seed to. 5 skill points is not exactly something to something is 5 skill points is not something to sneeze at. Well, this is what happens when you record at midnight. Okay, stay overnight. Okay, points of skill level. Swords. 12 skill points. Courage. 1 point. Axes, 6 points. Six points. Okay, points. Jessica. One point for Jessica, and as for Staves, what's that looking like? Okay, 7 points. Honestly, I'm leaning more toward Jessica, really. Yeah, just because... it would be really nice to get Jessica's magic pumped up. Okay. Angelo. 5 points. Charisma. 6 points for that. 4 points. Okay, at least Angelo's reaching another upgrade. Okay. In that case, use on Jessica. Okay, that way Jessica just needs 2 more. I want to double check. I just want to double check. Okay, yep. Next level up, we should be able to get it. Okay, let's do a quick check on our alchemy pot. No, we're not giving up. We're not giving up. Okay, anyways, on that note, here's what I'll do. I'm going to end things off, and I'm going to end the recording session off. So I'll be saving at the cathedral, the church, and then basically, so our next episode will be right there. Okay, so anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. Like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. And I'll see you next time. Bye.